movie review with Karen and Tommy. We are here to review movies. Whenever we see them, immediately after we will come in and tell you a little bit about them.
Yeah, and we just came from Annabelle, so that's what we're going to be reviewing today. And we're going to start by saying...
Well, let's give you a little bit of back history. The movie Annabelle is the third installment of a trilogy of horror movies. The first being Conjuring, and that was The Conjuring 2, and then Annabelle, which happens to be a backstory. It follows the doll if you've seen it. If not, it's been a while. We should have probably watched the other two. Karen has never seen The Conjuring, so she had no idea what it was about or that it was even a trilogy. For me, knowing the background or remembering it a little bit, we were able to, or I was able to try to remember back what it was about, what it was for. If you've not seen the other two, there's no need.
No.
I mean, for you, when you saw it, how was that for you?
For me, since I haven't seen the other ones, and I don't think it makes a difference whether you've seen the other ones or not. But if I were, I don't have any interest in seeing the other ones based on what I saw tonight. This movie is definitely a no-go. I don't know. I wasn't interested.
Okay, so, and I'm just bringing up IMDb here. So, obviously it just came out this last weekend, today being the 19th. I believe its original release date was the 17th or the 18th of October 2014. Save you a little bit of trouble here, it stars Annabelle Wallis, who plays Mia, Ward Horton, who plays John Gordon, Tony Amendola, which is Father Perez, and Alfred Woodard, who is Evelyn. Honestly, nobody in the cast that really I've ever heard of.
No big stars. The only two people I recognize is one, what was her name? Alfred Woodard.
Yeah.
From 12 Years a Slave.
12 Years a Slave.
A Slave, yes.
Yeah.
And then there's a small appearance from Brian Ho. He's from The Pursuit of Happiness. But he makes such a small appearance that it's insignificant.
See, I didn't even recognize him. I have to admit, also, Alfred Woodard, I recognize her. She's been in several things for me. If you've ever seen the movie Scrooge, starring Bill Murray, she plays his secretary in the film. So she's been around for a while, and she does an okay job. But Karen has kind of said that she has no desire to see the other sequels. She wasn't a big fan. I really hoped that it would have tied to the other sequels, and all it really did for tying into it. So if you're going to see this film thinking, oh great, it's going to give me a prequel, and it's going to talk about what the couple deal, the couple that was in Conjuring and Conjuring 2, and I'm bringing them up right now. I know the one guy played in Watchmen, and I like his acting. Patrick Wilson. I like what he does. I like his acting, and I was really hoping that maybe Patrick Wilson and the woman that plays his wife, which I think is Vera Farmiga, but I might be wrong here, just trying to hurry and scroll through information, would be in there. And there's even a hint in the film where I kind of nudged Karen. I said, "Oh, that's from The Conjuring or the other film," where the priest actually mentions there's two people that he can contact to maybe help out with this. And we don't want to give too much information, but if you're wondering if those two are going to be in there, or if that it's going to tie to it in any way, not really. And I don't think it's giving away too much, but at the very beginning of the film, you get this feeling where they're going to be talking about the doll, Annabelle. And it's like this group of, I don't want to say teenagers, but...
They were, we don't want to give a lot out, but it didn't, that didn't make any sense at all.
No, the opening of the film leads you to believe that there's going to be more to it, and the next thing you know,
the movie
it's a flashback.
Yeah, and then when the movie ended, I thought it was going to tie back to the beginning of the movie, but it didn't.
No, it never ties back, and it just jumps right into this story of the Annabelle doll and kind of what takes place with its first family, where it really all starts. But
what did you think of the scare factor of this movie?
Not scary at all.
1 to 5.
Not scary at all. I think there's a couple of moments where they like to use the jump technique, where there's a flash of something happening, and I think for that, yes. But other than that, it's a lot of letdown. I think that there's a lot of parts where you think something's going to happen, you think something's going to move, and then you're just let down. Consistently, over and over and over again, you're let down.
I would have liked the doll to move, and that was one thing that I was disappointed with, because I was expecting, because they show the doll a few times, and I was expecting the doll to blink or to move somehow, but it didn't.
No.
And it ends showing the doll, and then I thought, oh, there it is, it's gonna make a move, and it didn't. So.
And that's not the ending, so we're not giving away the complete ending.
Yeah.
As you know, if you've seen The Conjuring 2, obviously the doll still exists. It's stored somewhere, right? So that's essentially what you're alluded to, but that's not the ending. That's just kind of like a little follow-up, if you will. I really hated it. I really didn't like it. I felt like I wasted my money. Are we going to go off of a 5-star or a 10-star rating?
Let's do 1 to 5.
1 through 5? I give it a 1. I really, well, no, 1's being mean. I'll give it a 2. I'll give it a 2 because the quality of the film, obviously, it's not a B film. You can tell that it had, a good studio backing it up. But from what you're told to see on, what they're advertising on TV is that you're expecting to see like this hellish doll or something like that, or a little more. And it was such a letdown.
Yeah, I agree with you. Saying it was a 1, it would be like, a little harsh, because we've seen worse.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely a 2, therefore not something that you should pay money to see.
No, I think dollar theater, and it's not even, I don't even call it a Halloween movie.
No.
Like, it's not even, but if you go to see the dollar movie, it's long. There was a point where I turned to Karen and I said, I'm bored.
Yeah.
I'm bored. I wanted to leave. You kept a lot of these movies, like its prequels or the other 2 films. You wait a little bit. You kind of get a little antsy, and then finally it starts to happen. And when I would say that this started to happen, it didn't happen. You were just like, come on, give me more, and you don't.
Yeah, so it's definitely a no-go for us. And what we have to say is don't waste your money on it. And there's definitely other movies out there. And we had another movie that we wanted to see, and that's probably going to be our next review.
Mm-hmm. Fury?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we should have gone to see that. But now we know, and hopefully this is going to help you so you don't waste money.
Yeah. I mean, other movies that we've seen just recently, what was the one that my grandmother had read, and we were like, oh, we'll go see it?
Fury.
No.
Your parents just saw a movie. Is that the one you're talking about?
Equalizer?
Equalizer.
Equalizer's a great film.
Definitely worth of your money.
Mm-hmm.
Denzel Washington is also, it's on the movie, and I say any movie with him is definitely a goal. And it was a really good movie. So.
Yeah, if you're looking for a film with some kick butt and I mean, just, there's movies where you've got older guys that you think are going to act like older guys. Like I'll tell you right now, Liam Neeson played in Walk Amongst the Tombstones. And we went thinking, oh, he's going to kick some butt. He's going to, because that's Liam Neeson. I mean, we've seen the Taken films, and even the new Taken that's coming out, if you've seen the trailer, looks like he's kicking butt. But Walk Among the Tombstones, huge disappointment, yeah.
And we're big fans of him. He's usually great, and he's an old guy that still can kick butt, but that movie, he didn't kick any.
No.
And it was a disappointment too.
Yeah, but Equalizer, awesome.
Yeah.
What you see in the trailer is an expectation of what to get from the film, if not more. Really love that one. I wish I could remember the other movie that we saw that my grandmother had read. Oh, Gone Girl.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and that was good. That was...
Yeah. It was, I gotta say that the ending is not what you expect, and I'm not giving anything out by saying that. I don't think anybody would ever expect the way it ended. Also, I say the move turns in different directions multiple times, so I really like that factor, right? And I think Ben Affleck did a really good job.
He totally did, and you're not getting Barney Stinson in this movie. Neil Patrick Harris has his own part of it, but it's definitely I'm trying to find the running time on the film. It's a David Fincher film, which David Fincher, if you've ever seen any of his movies, you know that you're in for a ride. He did Fight Club, he did Seven. So that that's kind of the content of what you're looking to get here. And I had no idea it was a book. My grandmother, she reads a lot, and she had read the book, and she said I got to see it. So that kind of enticed me a little bit more. But it's a trip. We had an incident here in Utah a couple of years back where a woman had gone missing just like this, and we thought it was almost loosely based off of that story. Susan Powell, if you want to look it up.
Okay.
No.
Don't go there.
Yeah. Worth a check out. That would be, for me, I'm not going to give it 5 stars, but I would definitely say 4 stars for
4 stars, especially because I like crimes and that type of movie. So if you're into that kind of movie, that's definitely the movie to go see.
It's good.
And those are small reviews about the movies that we have seen already and haven't been able to review. We have also seen The Judge.
We did see The Judge with Robert Downey Jr. and
what's his name?
I love him from Days of Thunder.
Robert Duvall.
Yes, because we were like Robert.
Yeah.
Robert Duvall and Robert Downey Jr. Also starring. What is his name? He played in The Cell. And he also plays in Law and Order, Criminal Minds Unit or something like that. Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio plays in it as well. And I don't want to say like he's a big part of it, but he's definitely part of the show. I liked it. I give it a 3.
Yes, it wasn't a 4. It's not the best movie out there. I'm a big fan of Downey Jr. He has done some other great work. Of course, Iron Man being the biggest and the bestest. But it was a good movie. It wasn't like the end wasn't like what I expected either. But
I kind of did.
Yes, you did.
I kind of did.
I hoped for something else, I guess. And it's worth to see because of Downey Jr., I think. And he is a really good actor, and he made the movie. If it was somebody else playing his role, I don't know if it was worth. Because the storyline was, so it was definitely a 3. It wasn't.
Yeah, I mean it was good, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
It was a night out at a film.
Yeah.
So let's talk about movies that we're looking forward to seeing then.
Okay, let's see what's coming soon. Now, we've been talking about seeing...
I want to see the Keanu Reeves one.
Keanu Reeves. John... what's his name? John Wick.
John Wick.
That's the name of the movie.
We've heard good things about it. It looks like it's going to be just a lot of kick butt stuff.
It's going to come out on October 24th, I think. And yeah, we're looking forward to see that. We're also thinking about seeing the movie with Kristen Wiig.
Skeleton Twins.
Skeleton Twins.
And I know that that played at, I want to say it was at Sundance or it was at Cannes or one of them, and it did really well. So, you know, it got picked up, it got released. So we're interested in seeing the Skeleton Twins as well. That's with Bill Hader and
Kristen Wiig.
And Kristen Wiig, yeah. So SNL alumni, but doing a very serious film.
Which we like SNL, although it has, lately is not as good as it used to be, right, SNL?
No.
But, so we're looking forward to see those two working together again. So those are a few reviews that we're planning on
doing in the future.
Doing in the future, yes.
So stay tuned if you like what, tell your friends. We'll be doing more reviews, and as we see the films, we'll do a review right after.
Yes. And that's it for tonight.
Thanks for joining us.